Moi! In this video, you are going to learn Finnish sentence types. Okay, let's start with the basic sentence. Normally, in the basic sentence, there is a subject and a finite verb or predicate. Anna lukee. Anna is reading. Okay, the sentence might have an object. Anna lukee kirjaa. So Anna is reading the book. Or it might have an adverbial. Anna lukee paljon. Anna reads a lot. Or it might have a predicative. Kirja on hyvä. Or kahvi on hyvää. And with predicative, you remember that with substance words, you use partitive case. And let's take a look to other sentence types. Verb plus verb phrase. Anna haluaa syödä. Hän menee syömään. Haluaa plus a infinitive, menee plus ma infinitive. So you have to know which type of infinitive you need. Nessessive phrase. This is this täytyy structure. Annan täytyy opiskella. So Anna has to study. Hänen ei tarvitse siivota. And you see that täytyy is the positive and ei tarvitse is the negative. Okay. Possessive phrase. This is this elelaa plus verb on. Annalla on kissa. Anna has a cat. Minulla ei ole kissaa. And now again, if you have a negative sentence, then you have partitive case. Existential phrase. There are structure. Okei, keittiössä on hiiri. Hiiri on pieni. Now, existential structure introduces a new subject and a location. So this hiiri here is a new subject. Keittiössä on hiiri. There is a mouse in the kitchen. And hiiri on pieni. Now we are talking about the same mouse. So here in this basic center, the subject is familiar. And here it is a new subject. Let's take another example. Jääkaapissa on salsaa. There is salsa in the fridge. Salsa on Meksikosta. The salsa is from Mexico. So again, you have a location word first, and then you have the subject, and now this is a new subject. And now this is familiar subject that we already know. Puistossa on lapsia. There are kids in the park. Lapset leikkivät. So again, you have a location first, then you have a new subject, and then you have the familiar subject. And you see that even though lapsia is plural partitive, the verb in existential phrase is always in the third person singular. A location, a singular verb, and subject. Here we have on hauskaa phrase. This type of phrase tells you what it is like to do something. On hauskaa tanssia. It is fun to dance. Ei ole hauskaa odottaa. It's not fun to wait. And you can also have that sentence with this phrase. On mahtavaa, että opiskelet suomea. It is awesome that you are studying Finnish. Now notice that this structure starts with a verb. So there is no se. In many Indo-European languages you have a subject there, like in English, it is fun. But in Finnish it is fun, on hauskaa. And then this generic phrase. You can have a third person verb, for example, like voi or saa, without a subject. And then the meaning is anyone. For example, tentin voi uusia. In English you would say, you can retake the exam. But you see in Finnish there is no subject. Tentin voi uusia. So anyone can retake the exam. Saa. Testissä ei saa käyttää puhelinta. So you are not allowed to use a phone in the test. And now again you see that there is no subject. Quite often we use this with jos, if. Here is an example. Jos kertaa, niin muistaa. If you review, you will remember. And again, you see that the verb is in the third person singular form and there is no subject in this sentence.